important room in the whole building.
My office.
Jim's office.
I mean,
Nothing.
Aren't you impressed?
soak it in.
That's like the room of all rooms.
Yeah, there's nothing. Hey guys. Don't come in, but you can look. Hey, turn your computer around.
L for you, Chad. There we go.
L meets an LPU escorted. Tour.
We're doing a backstage tour. How many of us are there? 20?
20.
20 of us? So
On the count of three, say Phoenix Chats are the best. 1, 2, 3.
Phoenix Chats are the best. Not the best. Mike tours are the best. Bye, Dave. Enjoy your chat. You guys have to back up. Thanks. Okay. So normally that's production, but right now we move. Rooms change and things change as we have things like interviews and photos, and usually not photos so much on show days anymore. Usually that happens before we get here, but yeah, production. All the nice folks who are keeping you guys safe, do their thing in there. This is not Lincoln Park management. Contrary to popular belief, people get confused by that.
This is
What management is that?
this is like a park.
So where are they in? How did you transport it? Amazing. Is there like a secret tunnel? All right. So let me think of what we. Last time I did a tour like this, we all kind of jumped in, gathered in one room, and talked about this stuff. But we'll have to do it here in the hallway. If you guys like, feel free to kind of like take a look in here, take a look in there, as we're talking. Definitely move around though and take a peek just to know what's up. So yeah, so production of the show. When we show up at the venue, when these guys show up at the venue, by the time we show up, everything's like practically done. When these guys show up, what time did you show up this morning?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock a.m. There's nothing here. The rooms are empty. The venue is empty. There's nothing. No stage, no anything.
No lights, no sound, no stage, nothing.
And they build all of it. Furniture in the dressing rooms, the whole stage, the whole sound, and everything. So it's really, it takes a small army to get it all together. Jim is the general of that army, and he makes sure that things get not only just gets like put up and they are where we expect them to be, so that when I'm on stage and I go, oh man, I ran out of picks. I need to go grab another pick. My pick's where it is, or my guitar's where it is, and my guitar's in tune. But not just stuff like that, but you get into personality things too, where you're dealing with a lot of people, and it takes some managing. It takes some, finessing.
Personality skills. Can't you tell?
Some people skills. Yeah.
So I get to spend the largest amount of the band's money. That's the best part of it. I honestly spend more money on their behalf than anybody else, except for them. So that means that the buck stops at my desk, and it also starts at my desk. When they decide that they're going to finish a record and they've got a vision for what that record is, Mike and the team will convey to us what that vision's going to be. Here's what, we want to have a video wall. We want to have a diamond-shaped stage. A lot of you were asking about that today. That's coming from those guys. They are hands-on involved with every element of their show. So once the vision's passed on, then the real job is to turn that, we call it napkin CAD, because Mike drew it on a napkin at a restaurant.
Say hi to Jason, by the way.
Hi, Jason.
Doing stage towels, important stuff.
Less dirty or clean?
So our job is to turn that napkin CAD, that band vision, which is just in words, into what you see out on the floor out there. And that means,
And you're talking about spending the expenditures. if we go crazy and want to, you know, make the stage levitate and shoot lasers and turn into a gigantic, you know, whatever, dinosaur, then the problem with that, I mean, Jim and we have to have those conversations about, okay, well, that's going to mean it's a more expensive thing to put together. How do we get it from point A to point B? You know, even to the point of like, does that, you know, how does that impact ticket prices? So we have to balance out not going too crazy because we don't want, you know, ticket prices to have to get jacked up to the point where you guys say, I would have gone, but it's too expensive.
And what it takes for us, you know, it's in this time of year with the festival season and the arena season kind of commingling, we don't have just one set of equipment. We've got 3 sets of equipment so that we can do Moscow in 2 days because there's no way to get what we have here to Moscow in time. So that equipment's gone from the Helsinki show. Who knows when that was? It was somewhere in the last 2 weeks, I know that. So it's gone from the Helsinki show to Moscow. It's now sitting in the parking lot of Moscow getting ready to be put up tomorrow. So there's the logistics of, okay, the A back line has to join up with the B sound gear to meet the C lighting gear and the dressing room gear from set B. And how does it all end up at the same place at the right time with all the people that needed to be there at that time as well? So that's what's happening in there and all around you.
What else did we covered some cool stuff the last time we did this.
We are 57 people on the road right now, and that's small. When we were here in the fall for the arena run, we were around 85 people on the road. At that time, we had 12 trucks of equipment and 5 busloads of people. And now we are a mere 3 buses of people and 3 trucks of equipment. But there's a second set of 3 trucks somewhere else, don't forget that. And at this time, so I'm working on tomorrow, and everybody else in the office is working, and on the team is working on today. So I'm actually, today before this started, was working on the Asia tour, which is in September, and making, okay, how's that equipment going to go from here to here? How much is that going to cost? What's the best way to do it? Everybody else is working in here now, and I'm daydreaming the future away. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Hahn.
Hello.
Joe.
You out of here?
Yeah, I just gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
You
move
guys
on.
make a little room.
We'll move on this way. Okay.